Thank you very much again. We appreciate you people for giving us all the work that you have given us. And this is Keratina. We are going to showcase this house. We appreciate the client. They trusted the 47, and we are forever indebted to all our clients, the very first clients that came to us, and they keep referring us. We appreciate, and we are forever indebted. Now, as you can see, I'm at the rooftop of this particular house. This is where I'm going to start the tour. At the rooftop, this is where we have solar panels. We install them to cover the normal 3,000 liter tank, of which is to ensure that the weight distribution into the house is nicely distributed. Going downstairs through the rooftop house, we have a very standard door, and as well as like I mentioned, all our projects, the lighting is always immenseful. The only one thing that is, the two things that are a variation on this is the wooden mahogany handrail. And as I mentioned before, this house comes as off-grid. We installed a 10 kVA solar system, which is powering this house. The staircase, very spaciously, nicely done, wide enough, with good treads, and as well as the steps. Coming from the rooftop, as you can see, you land into the upstairs lobby, which is a small cozy place where you can keep your a TV. You can have a TV, a study area, or whatever it is that you want. Within the standard finishes, we went ahead and installed the solar and the sockets to go with. The lightings have been chosen to fit this particular space. And on this floor, we have 2 bedrooms, which is the master bedroom, and as well as the 3rd bedroom. I'm going into the 3rd bedroom, which is on this space. It has a lot of standard finishes, nothing fancy, other than on the wardrobe, which is sitting on this side. We went ahead and did what the client requested, which is these particular shelves on that side. Otherwise, from this end, from this angle, all the way to this end, it is within the standard finishes. Should the client want to increase the space from where it is all the way to this empty space here, we can always do a variation in cost. This bedroom comes with a balcony. It is right here. You can open here. You can see the world from here. Within the ensuite parameters, we went ahead and introduced a bidet as per what the client wanted. The toilets are very, very standard. Comes with a mirror, and we are hoping and praying that we can include and start using these types of rain showers instead of the normal instant heaters that we have used in all our projects. Remember, nowadays we do full tiles as within the standard finishes in all the washrooms. Moving on, going into the master bedroom. The master bedroom is spacious enough, and as per the client wishes, it comes with a balcony on this side. It also comes with a sitting area at the rooftop, of which we designed that sitting area on that very far end, which is covered by that pergola. We designed it to be accessible from the master bedroom, and for the use of the occupants of this particular master bedroom to be accessible through this door. I can see the operations manager. Hi, Mr. Chris. Hi. Yeah, he's the operations manager. He's always in charge of all our operations. This is where we are talking about the sitting area for our occupants for the master bedroom. Comes with a socket. You can also be able to see your compound, which is very well done with the tiles, and on that very far end you can have your garden. This unit also comes with a borehole. We were able to source a borehole system for our client who went ahead and paid, of which that is a cost we can talk offline should anybody want to request for such. Back into the master bedroom, it is spacious, about 6 meters by 4 meters or 4.5 or so. Comes with a very standard wardrobe. The only difference is are these extra variated shelf that the client requested. We are hoping and praying that we can be able to introduce those within the standard finishes, though we are afraid that the cost of houses keeps going up the more we add a few other things that are over and above the standard finishes. This bedroom is master in suite, and as you can see, very well done. Again, the shower is a variation, as you can see here. Should anybody want to have a shower cubicle, there is ample and enough space to have the shower cubicle done. And on the other very far end, we do have a vanity, which is also a variation, and in between we have a very normal standard toilet. The only thing that is not standard is that particular sink and as well as the bidet. Remember, we do have all our units with a lot of lighting. Look at that, the size of that window, and it's just a toilet. It also has a lot of enough aeration, and it brings a lot of light. Even without lighting, it is still very, very well lit. Moving on to the ground floor, through the master bedroom. Remember, this master bedroom has enough space. For one who would want to have extra wardrobes on this corner, you can have extra wardrobes should you want. Should the client want also, they can also have this corner with extra wardrobes. But again, based on the fact that people are always maybe working from home, this is another corner you can keep a desk should you want. Should you be the one of those people who prefer to be working from inside your master bedroom. Going downstairs through the lobby again, the small lobby, you go through the staircase from the rooftop and down to the ground floor, where you have the dining, the lounge, and as well as the kitchen and the bedroom. Remember, most of the lights that we do showcase on these units, they are mostly within the standard finishes. Coming from upstairs, from the lobby, you find the common toilets under the staircase. I've had a lot of people ask and question, why do we have toilets under the staircase? This space is ample enough, and most of the time we try to utilize this space, because most of the time, like in this house, it would be a dead space. As you can see, there is nowhere you would access it from, not unless you put a bookshelf or something of the sort. But then having a bookshelf there would call to have that toilet located somewhere else. And remember, budgeting is very important, because at the end of the day, if you have the toilet anywhere else other than that place, you will end up having a bigger house and it will cost more. Right now, I'm standing inside the main lounge on the ground floor. This is where it all happens. Your furniture goes in here, and the lighting has been done well. This is all within the standard finishes. The sockets for the TVs, and we also installed the cabling for the areas, and as well as we have a ton of natural light. The main door, the entrance door, is a variation, and as well as this mahogany wooden cladding, which has been painted the same color as this mahogany handrail, and as well as our cypress wooden frames. This is not mahogany, it has just been painted that color and taste or shade to mimic the mahogany that we installed. Now, moving on into the dining area, we went ahead and introduced a double sink vanity. This is mostly for decoration and just interior decor. The client requested what we can be able to do within a variation, gave us a sum of money, and we went ahead and came up with this idea right here. Remember, it's a little bit bigger, takes a little bit of space from the dining area, which is not the biggest, but this is a family that is not looking to have a 6-seater. They did explain to us that it's only going to be a 4-seater because of the size of that. Takes a little bit of space. Came with, we went ahead and did 2 mirrors on top of it with 2 taps just for the decoration part of it, and a towel holder. This is another feature that is not always included within the standard finishes. But should you want, we can be able to do it. If you want to variate, there are so many things that you can go ahead and play with inside your house. Now, going into the kitchen, which is a semi-open, this house is a semi-open plan kitchen. As you can see, going into it, we do have a spacious kitchen with high level. As you can see, all our high level cabinetry has been installed, with the low level cabinetry going on the lower floor, with that space there being left out for the cooker, and this indentation right here being left for the purposes of a hood should the client want to have one installed, which is normally not within the standard finishes. All our kitchens, again, they sport double sinks, and the granite is always gray in color. Should you want the marble or even the black granite, we can be able to vary it for you. This, as you can see, is all gray granite. Okay, this house also, this unit, this particular kitchen also comes with sockets. This is for your use for your microwaves, should you have one, coffee makers, should you have one. This particular one caters for your cooker and ovens, should you have one. And on that side, we went ahead and introduced a new socket just in case you may need to put a fridge here. But we designed the fridge to be inside the pantry area. As you can see, into the pantry, this is where the fridge was going to be, and we went ahead and introduced had this particular socket here. The pantry has those shelves which are very standard, and it's also very well lit, though not the biggest of the windows in this particular house, but still spacious enough, and you can be able to view and see whatever that it is that you have stored in here. Now, going outside to the bedroom on the ground floor. Remember, the main house has 3 bedrooms, 1 on the ground floor and 2 on the first floor. All right, this is the bedroom on the ground floor. Remember, again, the variation, these particular shelves were a variation, and this is a very standard wardrobe without any issues. Remember, we do have that space up there because we do normally build our houses a little bit higher than the normal. The choice of the wardrobe color cabinetry is always with the client preferences. We take them to where we have the wardrobes, the boards, and they choose whatever it is that they want. Remember, this is also an ensuite bedroom, and it comes with this particular spacious washroom on this particular floor. The size is spacious enough, and you can also go ahead and have a shower cubicle right there. The room, the space, enough for a 6 by 6 bed or even smaller. Moving on through the lounge, from the dining, the lounge, let's have a look at it one more time. Remember, the lighting are all within the standard finishes. Now, moving out, I'm going to talk about the bedroom that is outside. Remember, was designed as a 4-bedroom unit, but we went ahead and did something called a DSQ instead of having all the bedrooms inside this particular house. And the DSQ is right here. Remember, the main entrance door is a variation in cost. This is normal. This is not the normal standard doors that we normally do have. Let me close it so that you can have a look. Yeah, that's the way the door looks like. So the kitchen, the main entrance, and as well as the doors for the door for the DSQ was a variation. Again, the DSQ spacious enough. The space is not as small as other DSQs, Basically, this is where our caretaker is staying right now, of which they're going to be moving out. Immediately the client steps in, which is within this particular week. Again, it is also in suit. That is where we're saying it's a 4-bedroom unit with all the amenities, but then one of the bedrooms has been taken out towards the outside so that it can be more of a BDSQ. We thank you so much for having watched this far, and we appreciate each and every one of you having taken your time to look at our projects, and as well as appreciate our projects. Even though you're not building today, keep our contacts. We shall be able to have a discussion with you when you are ready. Asanteni sana and karibuni sana. The number to call is always 0707 662 970 for all your construction needs. Call the 47 investment. Asanteni sana and see ya.